Real coverage, real fans.
Let's talk about the games here in Week 10 and what your expectations are. Let's start off with the big in-division game this week. We talked about it earlier. Now let's talk about it a little bit more in depth. Ryan, let's start with you. Obviously, your Denver Broncos are on a winning streak. Like we alluded to earlier, one of 3 teams in the NFL that has 7 wins in the National Football League right now. You guys are absolute hot. Is there any way that you think you could lose this game, or is this just another dominant win by Denver?
I always fear the worst. Naturally, that's just how I was as an athlete, man. You just got to be prepared. And last year was still kind of a close game against the Raiders. This is a different team. We've added pieces on defense in. They just got rid of Jacoby Myers, and he was an issue that we had every time we'd play the Raiders. So there's that. So that kind of changes things up now, but Brock Bowers did have a big game, but we have Dre Greenlaw back now healthy, and he had a great game, and he's very solid at covering tight ends. So I think the Broncos dominate. I think they need to dominate in this game. It's going to be short week at home. Typically, that's always in favor of the home team for Thursday Night Football. So they better dominate, especially after last week's performance. I just want to see a good game offensively. But defensively, could be whatever. I want to see this offense perform. I think they will. And so I'm going to take the Broncos win in this one, but if some crazy stuff happens and we take a loss, don't start coming at me saying that I was cocky or whatever. I still got that in the back of my mind. Let's look
at the other half of this game, and let's go down to you, Simone. What are you expecting to happen in this game?
Man, I just want to see a competitive matchup like we did this past week, man. And seeing how the offense looked and having, Brock Bowers out there. And, I know we don't have Jacoby anymore, but I feel like having Tyler Lockett on the roster really opened things up for Brock Bowers. So maybe that helps out this week. It's a short week. We always play a competitive matchup when we're over there in the Mile High. So anything can happen. And if we get the same showing from Geno Smith like we did against the Jaguars, then I think I feel good about our team. Now the defense, I know we're playing the Broncos defense, and that's going to be a tough matchup. The biggest thing is to see if our defense can match that same intensity as well against Bo Nix, who we know might not always have the best games. And if he struggles in this game and we hold him down in the fourth quarter, just don't let him do anything in the fourth quarter, because that's when he usually turns it up. I have a good feeling that the Raiders can win. Now, I feel like my heart, I have the Raiders winning, but I'll give this to the Broncos realistically if I'm not looking at it with the Raiders side of me being biased. But
so
I wouldn't be
also
surprised
going to go with the Broncos.
We're also wearing our throwbacks. Broncos were the throwbacks last year against the Raiders, and they won.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but it could be. I think it'll be a competitive one, though.
Going to be a competitive one. Let's go over to the other guys and see what they think. James, what do you think?
Thursday Night Football is always weird, and division games are always competitive. So, I think this one's going to be a tight game. And to be honest, I think it'll shock a little bit of the Broncos, but I'm still going to take the Broncos to take the victory in this one. It's probably going to be a little bit lower of scoring game, but I think it's going to be really, really tight game. So I'll just keep it short and sweet. I'll go with the Broncos on this one.
James is going with the Broncos. Marcus, you going to make this 4 out of 4?
Yeah, I'll go Denver this week. I do think it's going to be close. I think the Raiders, cover the spread at 9.5 points. I think the Raiders cover that, but I do think Denver wins. Interesting. Broncos are 2-8 last 10 games against the Raiders. But yeah, they pretty much 91% of the money is on the Broncos in this game, which is a red flag. But yeah, 60% of the spread money is on the Broncos too. But yeah, I'll go Broncos in this one. But rooting for the Raiders though. Rooting for them.
Rooting for the Raiders. I think we're all rooting for the Raiders. Nothing against you, Ryan, and the Broncos. We're just looking out for our guy Samoa, man. Got to get back into the win column, buddy. That's really all it comes down.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's just a personal level for Samoa, man.
I understand it. We're also on your Patriots' ass right now.
You guys, I'll give you credit where it's due. You guys are on ass right now, man. Hey, look, it's good for both of us this week, Ryan. Right? But this past week, the Colts lost. That's good for both of us, man.
You're right about that.
It's going to come down to the wire. I kind of wish the Patriots played the Broncos this year, man. I feel like that'd be such a fun game, but
it would be.
Looks like we're gonna have to wait a little longer. Maybe the postseason. But let's go ahead and let's transition on into the final game here of the week, because obviously, Marcus, your Kansas City Chiefs are on their Week 10 bye week. So, James, you guys are facing the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, a team that is fully expected to be in the AFC playoff picture. What are your thoughts on this one?
It's a tough one to kind of figure out. And I have a hard time kind of understanding who the Steelers are as a team. They're kind of up and down a little bit in some ways. Like last week, they just obliterated the Colts. I mean, the score says otherwise, but they got 6 sacks on one of the best O-lines. They got, was it 6 turnovers? How many turnovers did they have? It was a crazy amount of turnovers that they had last week against them. But anyways, they dominated basically the Colts, one of the better teams in the league last week. Now you go and say, okay, the Chargers don't got an O-line. It could get real dangerous. I'm going to hang my hat on a little bit with Justin Herbert. Primetime Herb this year so far is 3-0, 8 touchdowns, 1 pick, 126.5 passer rating. Now, Steelers have one of the worst defenses against the pass right now. So if Justin Herbert can get cooking, he could basically have a field day with the amount of weapons that he has on the offensive side. So I might sound a little crazy, but I think this is going to be a shocker where the Chargers do find a way to win this one. It would just be exactly the way the Chargers are. You have a bad game last week. Seems a little bit bleak for the season at this point. And then they find a way to come home and basically beat the Steelers somewhere. Another tight game. So I'm choosing the Chargers to win this one.
All right, James, going to pick your Chargers to win, man. I like it. Marcus, let's go down to you, man. You always give us the facts. What are we hearing about this one?
Yeah, it's a toss-up of a game. I don't really buy the Steelers, although they did beat the Colts last week. But I don't know. For me, it's still tough to trust the Steelers because it's not, like you said, it's not this same old Pittsburgh defense. And, if it was that same old Pittsburgh defense against your O-line right now, I'd say, oh, yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh in this one. But, yeah, this one kind of toss-up. 3-point spread. Chargers are favored by 3 at home. 53% of the money is on the Chargers. Yeah, so it's really kind of split down the middle. I'll go Chargers to win this game. Yeah, because if I had to bet, I think the square bettors are probably going to be on the Pittsburgh this week. But I'll probably bet on I'll take Chargers to win this game.
All right, we got back-to-back Chargers. Simone, let's go on over to you. You also going to take the in-division team?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I mean, both teams, prime time. I know the Steelers defense hasn't really lit it up as much as a lot of people thought they would. But coming off of a big win against the Colts and knowing that the Chargers offensive line is going to be like the reason they win or lose the game, well, no, not really win games. Mostly going to be on Justin Herbert. But I feel like it's going to be a tough one. It's going to come down to the wire. But I don't know, man. I got the Steelers winning this one on Sunday night.
Ooh, so Samoan's got the Steelers winning. So first shakeup here of this game. Ryan loves to take the hot hand. Ryan, you going to take the hot hand in this one? Or are you going to make Samoan all by himself this week?
No, I'm with Samoan on this one. I'm taking the Steelers. I think they're starting to hit their stride, especially after that game against the Colts. I think Aaron Rodgers still has plenty of juice left in the tank, and I just love the way the Steelers are playing. Defense is, starting to get it together a little bit. I did think that they're going to be a much better unit, considering they didn't really lose that many pieces, and they actually added in their secondary. But whatever, I'm gonna take. And considering the Chargers, with their injuries as well, I mean, their offensive line isn't looking great at all. So you got that Steelers D-line right there that the Chargers offensive line is going to have to deal with. So I'm going to take the Steelers with this one.
All right, so we got half the panel taking the Chargers, the other half of the panel taking the Steelers. It's going to be real interesting next week. I'm going to recap this on Tuesday about which of these guys are right and which of these guys were wrong. But this is where we kick it off to you guys. What are your thoughts on this game? Who are you taking? Let us know in the comment section below. A big shout out here to the Tonga Bronco who comes in here with the $2 donation and says, my enemy, the Samoan Raider, I will defeat you, man. Hell,
we'll see.
You better hope because if you don't, Simone's going to be coming out here next week, and he's going to be chirping a little bit while he pumps his chest, man. And so make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. But that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. Really appreciate you guys for watching. As always, on your way out, please leave a big like on the video. Help support us massively at the AFC West Roundtable. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow all these guys' individual channels. Links in the description box below. They do amazing work. If you want to know the insides and out of their respective teams, they are the one-stop shop for each of their teams. But as always, my name is Colby Cochran, host here of the AFC West Roundtable, a show brought to you by Roundtable Sports. We will see you guys next Tuesday, same place, same time.
Roundtable Sports Network is your one-stop shop for all things NFL, with daily live shows covering all 8 divisions in the league, hosted by the best content creators on the web, all on one network.
at Sleeper. Use the promo code you see on the screen, RTS, and you'll get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions do apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today, guys. Now, the parlay I want to build for this week is a great one because we got Broncos, we got Raiders, man. I think there's no better parlay to be building here. And so, Simone, I want to start off with you. They have Brock Bowers now that he's back. I know, I feel like we haven't gotten to talk too much about these parlays. This is a great opportunity, but Brock Bowers is back. He's looking like Brock Bowers again. Do you have him for anytime touchdown?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Easy, man, especially too with
because he's like the only receiving weapon we got. So
you got to throw it to someone, right?
Getting one touchdown.
Got to throw it to someone. What do you think about Ashton Genty anytime touchdown?
Yeah, I'll take that as well.
You like that one too? Okay, what about this one? Geno Smith. You're going to take the over or under of 212.5 passing yards. Ooh, that's a tough one.
I guess I'll take the under.
You don't take the under
I
on
don't
that
really
one?
trust it too much. He finally got like 200 plus this past game, but I thought you were gonna say over under 2 interceptions. Then I would have took the over. But
Looks like I would have taken the over on that one. That's just easy money right there. But
I guess I'll take the under on that.
Take the under on that one. Ryan, let's go and transition on over to you. What do you think about Courtland Sutton over or under 43.5 receiving yards?
I'll take him over on this. Yeah, I'll take him over.
Yeah, I feel like that one's a good bet there. Looks like that one's kind of a more likely than not.
He better do something after we didn't trade for a wide receiver.
Hey, you guys tried to get Jalen Waddle, but the asking price apparently was too high, so you guys ended up stepping out of it. But
they're so stupid.
At least you attempted
just
to.
like the Jets.
Just like the Jets, man. Classic AFC East. Now, Ryan, what do you think about Bo Nix? He's over or under 214.5 passing yards.
I'm gonna go under. I think we're just gonna run the ball. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick to the run. And Bo doesn't really need a pass. I mean, maybe he might. Considering like your defense isn't that great, like in the Raiders. And he typically dominates poor teams. So, but it's week to week. I don't know what type of Bo I'm gonna get each week right now. I don't know. I'm just gonna go under right now, and I'm gonna say that they're gonna run the ball quite a lot.
All right, Ryan's going to go under on the Bo Nix 214.5 passing yards. This is going to be our parlay for the week. Make sure you guys let us know what you think about it in the comment section below, and make sure you guys follow our parlay over on the Sleeper app. Link in the description box below.
Real coverage, real fans.